on. I got homies for your friends and we can group on. We are early, hit our shot like Curry. Bitch, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, yeah. Bitch, so bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, I wanna shoot. Girl, you too bad for me not to press you, yeah. Young fly nigga, I don't follow all these rules, yeah. Bitch, I'm making tunes, I ain't missing, I won't lose. Let's go to an island where the water around is blue. I got two bad bitches in the coupe, 42 in the bottle, glasses on full too. Ain't no games, I ain't playing, I want you, yeah. Take a trip, let's go shopping, I got blues, yeah. We got options you could choose. Yeah, you want it, I can buy it, ain't no rules, yeah. I'm just saying, let me help you upgrade you, yeah. Fuck that nigga, he don't care about you, yeah. Girl, move on. He can't treat you like I do, my money too long. I got homies for your friends and we can group on. We are early, hit our shot like Curry. Bitch, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad.
Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm never ready. Hello, everyone. Let me fix this up. Don't go away. That's why I need a producer, man. I need a producer. You know, I shut down the camera until I fix myself up. Now let's get. Hello, everyone. This is Omar from the store Rail. I hope everybody's feeling right, feeling good. Today is Thursday. I think, what is it? Today is the 7th, right? Thursday the 7th of the year of our Lord, 2024. Again, we are still celebrating the unbelievable victory that was produced by a chaos candidate called Donald J. Trump. Today's show is about the elephant in the room, where the corporate media already has these talking points. Don't mention Gaza, don't mention the genocide, because 15 to almost 20 million I hear myself, 15 to 20 million Democrats didn't show up to vote. They didn't show up to vote. About 66 to 70 million. Trump is already ahead. He was 71 million last time, or 73. He's going to be above that. And they're not asking the right question. This is what I'm going to have. We're going to watch some clips from CNN, MSNBC, how they try to kidnap the issue, because they've been instructed not to say maybe the Gaza and Kamala Harris' failure to address the genocide in Gaza in real talk, not just we're working around the clock 24 hours and we're making donuts. Me and Joe, we're making donuts for everybody. You weak little piece of shit. The Democratic Party is weak. She lost the presidency because she didn't have the heart to say is it my voice? Okay. She didn't have the courage. She didn't have to do nothing. All she had to do just go on stage and say the genocide has to stop. The people has to. We're gonna stop the weapons to Israel. We're gonna stop sending money to Israel, because what they're doing is, and she'll get on there and Israel has the right to defend itself. These are talking points that were made by a guy named Frank Luntz. Israel has to defend herself against who? Against a population that's under occupation. And she totally ignored everybody. She ignored her own base, her progressive base. She ignored the people who are saying, listen, we're against the genocide, and we're not going to vote for you because we're not going to co-sign on the genocide. We're not going to reward Genocidal Joe and Holocaust Harris for the murder of almost 20,000 children. They didn't even bat an eye. They don't care. and people stayed home. And a lot of people gravitated toward the Republican Party. The Republican Party, which I am now part of it, I have become a Republican, and I've always been a hard Republican because I agree with the Republican Party's on social issues like family values, the traditional home, safety, crime, mass immigration. We want a country that is safe. Like, I'm against the wars, especially in the Middle East, because we're killing all these people without bombs. And Kamala Harris failed to address that. We don't know who she stands, what she stands for. She was hanging around with Dick Cheney, a war criminal, and Liz Cheney, who could even win her own district in her state. She was so in a bubble. I said that. I swear to God, I've been tweeting like for 3 months. You're in a bubble. Get out of that bubble if you want to win. Because all she does is watch Morning Joe and MSNBC all the way to the last show, 11 o'clock. They're telling her you're doing great. They say a lot of bad things about Trump. And the liberal media or the corporate media, especially the left, it's not even left, the liberal media or the so-called left media they're actually promoting Donald Trump when they're attacking him. Donald Trump can't reach all the people who support him, so he uses that media. He'll say something crazy, they pick it up, and they just use the blowhorn, and he'll use it to his advantage. And Donald Trump is not the messenger or the good president that we really deserve or want, but he has done something that nobody has done. He has managed to unite the working class, the working class Hispanics, the working class whites, some of the working class blacks, the Arab working class. He has managed to do what no president has done maybe in 50, 60 years to create this new coalition of people from all walk of life. He has won the House, won the Senate, and he's the president, and he's going to win the popular vote. No Republican has won the popular vote in almost 9 presidential elections. The last one was George Herbert Bush. I think that was, when was he president? I think it was in 1988. So I hope they don't squander it with idiotic behavior, with stupidity and dumb laws and these crazy people in the Congress. We need real laws. We just need to close the border, look at the economy, crime, and we need family values. We don't need to be forced, he, she, we, he, pronouns, bathrooms. We don't need that. That's why the Democrat lost. The Democratic Party is the party of the LGBT community, of these fanatics. They're not even the real LGBT community who are hardworking people. They go to work, they live their life, and they want their privacy. It's all those in your face. Yo, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, and you have to recognize it. You have to call me for whatever name I want to. You understand? I'm going to go to school and talk to your kids about what I did and how I feel. No, you don't. That's why the Hispanic vote went to Trump. Trump won 55% of Hispanic men and 45% of the Hispanic vote. I don't think anybody has done it, not even George W. Bush. He won the black vote by 20%. He won Dearborn, the Arab Muslim community. He won Pakistan, New Jersey, another Egyptian Arab community, a Muslim community. And people don't know that there are a lot of Arabs and Muslims in Pennsylvania, about 350 registered voters. In Georgia, about 100,000 registered Muslim voters. And Kamala Harris refused to even let these people sit on the table to talk about the issue. She would not even give them 5 minutes at the National Democratic Convention, even during the day. She won't even give that chance or that opportunity. She don't want to do that. And believe it or not, when she used to go to so when she used to go to to these rallies in Michigan, she would have people kick Arab American or Muslim Americans from the convention hall, whatever it is, or the stadium, whatever it is she's renting. And they had a video of a man who ran for Congress. He's a Muslim American from Dearborn, Michigan. He ran for Congress. He's a member of the Democratic Party elite. You can say that. I mean, he's part of them. And he still got kicked out. And she don't want none of that. And she said, "Oh, the uncommitted voters and the Islamic Muslim voters are irrelevant, and those people who are protesting in the streets are irrelevant." You understand? So we're gonna go through the حياكم الله. Let me speak in Arabic for a second. حياكم الله جميعا. هذه قناة إنجليزية. ليش نعملها صافي دير شخصية الله يحفظكم. استمتعوا معنا إذا سمحتم. So we're gonna watch some videos of these. They are coping. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I'm glad they did, that Donald Trump did. One reason is, I think the best thing that Donald Trump did for us as Americans is we don't have to look at that face anymore. We don't have to every day. Remember when she used to come on? This is a good picture. She will color her eyebrows, and she will look down. You have to look behind her eyes. This is what they call a blossom, that thing that moves around in the yard at night. Thank you, Donald Trump, for getting rid of this. The smile. This is already fixed. This picture. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's start to see how they are coping, how they are. The title of today's show is "The Elephant in the Room," which is Gaza. Gaza did a lot for the Democratic Party to lose. Americans are not genocidal. They're not pro-genocide. 75 to 65% of Americans are saying, "Don't give weapons to Israel." But nobody listens to Americans anymore. So let's start and see what's going on. I want to show you how they already are running the gambit, how to send people there to make sure that nobody wanders off the pastor and starts talking about Gaza.
Protests on college campuses. Women in the suburbs are on college campuses. Women in the suburbs are horrified when tests on college campuses. Women in the suburbs are horrified.
Okay. I swear to God, I was watching that last night. I was walking around the room because I like to walk and exercise as I watch these fake news and these corporate media once in a while, just to get a feeling how out of touch they are. And they are talking about what went wrong, how they lost, why suburban white women did not come out and vote to come out. Suburban white women did not want to vote for genocide. They don't want to vote for genocide. Look what the reason she's given. I want to show you how corrupt our media is. Good.
When they see Jewish kids getting bullied and getting intimidated by these protesters who are then defended by elitist academics who are supposed to be.
She is blaming that women did not vote for the Democratic Party because they were disgusted by seeing Jewish kids being bullied in front of university. I didn't see that. Did you see that? They told this line, she's there for that purpose. She's going to get rewarded later by the ADL or APAC. She will get rewarded just to be there as a diversion. In case these people by accident starts to talk about what really happened. Let's hear it again.
People rearing them up and looking out for them. That scares people. That feels like a shift that goes so far out of the mainstream of where the country wants to be. And I think that's one of the areas that the room was just misread by Democrats.
Hold on. I want to hear that again. Please, let's hear that again. Okay, please.
These protests on college campuses. Women in the suburbs are horrified when they see Jewish kids getting bullied and getting intimidated by these protesters who are then defended by elitist academics who are supposed to be the people rearing them up and looking out for them. That scares people. That feels like a shift that goes so far out of the mainstream of where the country wants to be. And I think that's one of the areas that the room was just misread by Democrats.
You know what? You know what the room that is meant is you. This is a plan. She was deliberately sat on that show just to run the line of distraction. She's saying that suburban white women were horrified that Jewish kids were being bullied in the universities. It's not the pictures from Gaza where you have destroyed almost 80% of the houses. It's not those Gazans who are being burned alive, or those 20,000 children who have been murdered and massacred by the Israeli tanks and missiles that we give them. No, that's not it. That's not it, guys. No, it's not. It's about those poor Jewish kids in Columbia University who never got bullied. As a matter of fact, the majority of Jewish kids were protesting with the protesters. But you have these people who will go on CNN and MSNBC, and I'm going to show you a couple of more clips because they have to talk about Gaza. The reason that 15 million Democrats did not come out to vote is because they were disgusted at the inaction of genocidal Joe Biden, who has this historical hate for Palestinian, according to the Atlantic magazine and other publications. They say he hates Palestinians for years. So let's see. Let's look at another one. Who is this? Okay. Let's see. Is that right? That's the.
Just on college campus.
Get out of here. Okay.
Which is what the message that voters sent to us. For a number of reasons, we don't know how to speak to voters. When we address Latino, and language, listen, language has meaning. When we address Latino voters as Latinx, for instance, because that's the politically correct thing to do, it makes them think that we don't even live on the same planet as they do. When we are too afraid to say that, hey, college kids, if you're trashing a campus at Columbia University.
See? You see? They all paid. The Zionists have paid these girls a lot of money. Every time, all the Hispanics are upset because you're calling them Latinx. They're afraid of the Hispanics are on the Palestinian. They see what we see. They saw the inaction. They saw that their neighborhoods have been overtaken by mass illegal immigrants, violent immigrants, and gangs that have took over their neighborhoods. People sometimes say, why do Hispanics support Donald Trump and he hates Hispanics? No, Donald Trump said we don't want no criminals coming from the border. And imagine me, I'm not Hispanic. Imagine we have an Hispanic neighborhood. Like if you come to New York, it's segregated. New York, the melting pot, you have the Irish neighborhood with the Italians, you have the Arabs, little Arabia, you have little Italy, you have little Korea, you have little China. So the Hispanics have their own enclaves. Imagine 100 people just happen to move into the neighborhood where you've been living all your life, and you're raising your kids, and you bought property, and all of a sudden you see this. All of a sudden you see these gangs are taking over the neighborhood, and the issue here is not Spanish solidarity with gang members. Hispanics, Americans, they want the safety for their children, for their wives, for their daughters. They want their kids to go to school. They don't want their neighborhoods to be drug infested. They don't want people coming from the border directly to their neighborhood and put fear in their lives. That's why. I'm an Arab American. If I had Arab gangs coming from the border like they're coming in and taking over the neighborhood, of course I'm going to be upset. I'm going to vote against the Democratic Party. This is what the Democrats refuse to address. But these people on TV, they always have to go. The word Gaza cannot be mentioned. Once in a while, somebody will spit it up and they all probably yelling at the mic. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, no Gaza, no Gaza, no Gaza, no. It's those students at Columbia University that ruined the whole Democratic Party. You know why? Those students did not vote for the Democratic Party. That's why you're all upset about it. Let's go.
Because you're unhappy about some sort of policy and you're taking over a university and you're trashing it and preventing other students from learning that
all those poor Jewish kids, those poor Jewish students, the victimhood is unbelievable. Even non-Jews are victimizing Jews. You know, these people are paid. You see, she has the same message Maybe she's the same lady because I have eyesight power, but they all have the same message. The reason we lost is because students trashed the university campus. Are you serious? That's why nobody watches or trusts corporate media. I don't trust MSNBC no more. I was a drug addict, not drugs. I was addicted to MSNBC for 10 years until I stopped about 2 years ago. I was, hypnotized by Rachel Maddow with the Russia. I'll be there every night watching when Donald Trump going to go down. When is Donald Trump going to go down? When, huh? Is he going to go down now? I hope he's going down now. He's going down tomorrow. So these people had the same message. The elephant in the room is Gaza. They can't mention Gaza. They've been instructed to go on panels to make sure the panels do not go off the rails and start talking about what really happened, what discouraged Democrats 16 to 20 million from not going to the poll this time around from 2020. It's very obvious.
That is unacceptable, but we're so worried about alienating one or another cohort in our coalition that we don't know what to say when normal people look at that and say, wait a second, I send my kids to college so they can learn, not so that they can burn buildings and trash lawns, right? And so on.
There was no buildings burned. Did you see any college student burn any? Where was this? Maybe she's talking about the BLM riots about 2020. No people burned any university. They were protesting against Israel. That's what they were doing, against the Zionist criminals. And you people are running cover for them. Shame on you. History will look back at you and your behavior.
So forth. When we put pronouns after names and say she, her, as opposed to saying, you know what, if I call you by the wrong pronoun, call me out. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. But stop with the virtue signaling and just speak to people like they're normal. There's nothing I'm going to say to Shermichael that I'm not going to say to you, that I'm not going to say to somebody else. I speak the same language to everybody. But that's not what Democrats do. We constantly try to parse out different ways of speaking to different cohorts because our focus groups or our polling shows that so-and-so appeals to such and such. That's not how normal people think. It's not common sense. And we need to start being the party of common sense again. Joe Biden is not responsible for that. Neither is Kamala Harris. It is a problem that Democrats have had for years. I've been banging the drum on this for, I don't know how, probably 10 years, if not longer on this. We need to get back to being the party of common sense, that people look at us and say, we understand you. We appreciate what you say because you speak our language. And until we do that, we should stop blaming other people for our own mistakes.
All right, get lost. All right. She did something to say that was right. Hello, what's up? Hey, how are you? How you feeling? We're celebrating. We're talking about how the liberal media is coping. They're making up all these stuff. Well, it was those college students. What is it? What's wrong with your mic? Oh, I knew something was wrong with my mic. I knew it. I knew something was. I don't know. Let me make sure. Oh, thank you for telling me. Because I don't hear myself. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I have it. I don't have it in the right place. Thank you for telling me. I knew something was up. Let's see if I can fix it. If not, I'm in trouble. Oh, man, you can hear me at all? Default speaker. Oh, I know it's not on my mic. It's, you know what? It was from my mic. I know what it is. It was running on the. How about now? Huh? How about now? Is it good? Hello? Thank you for telling me. I have these Arab listeners. They write in Arabic. How about now? Is it okay? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. I'm sorry. And I was feeling good today too. Elisha, okay. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, that's the camera. I was about to get rid of the camera. All right, let me just test it one more time to see if the mic is okay. Okay, microphone. Okay, now it should be all right. Default, yep. How about now?
How about now? No? Huh? Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, hello. Let me see. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. That's good. Hello. Let me see. I know before I was, you know what, why it sounded far? Because I was using the camera mic without knowing it. I knew I had an issue with that. Thank you for telling me. How you feeling? You doing good? We're just talking about how the media is coping. How about now? Is it okay? If not, I'm gonna end if not, I'm gonna go watch football. You still here? Cloveria. We're going to party like it's 1999. Okay, we're gonna work wherever we have. And let me finish the show today. I don't know, anyway, most of the audience is in India. So. All right, so what we did that, right? Where are we? Okay. So remember the elephant in the room is that let me see what you wrote. I can't see that far. I told you my eyes are hurt. I gotta bring the whole screen to you. Perfect. Thank you. And I love you for coming. You are the best. You are my friend. I don't even know if you are he or she, but whatever you are a good human being. And thank you for praying for me when I get my surgery next week for my left eye. I can't see at all now, but it just, I don't know. Anyway, we're talking about how the media is avoiding the genocide. Let's see, is this? Okay.
I'm going to speak some hard truths to my friends in the Democratic Party. This is not Joe Biden's fault. It's not Kamala Harris's fault.
Yep.
It's not Barack Obama's fault.
Yep.
It is the fault of the Democratic Party in not knowing how to communicate effectively to voters. We are not the party of common sense, which is what the message that voters sent to us.
Actually, Biden and Kamala Harris are the Democratic Party. Obama is the Democratic Party. What is a Democratic Party? Is it a different human being? Go ahead. Democratic Party lost its people and got on. It just came ridiculous every day. I mean, we have to deal with transgender. In schools, we got to teach the kids. Oh.
For a number of reasons, we don't know how to speak to voters. When we address Latina and language has meaning. When we address Latina.
Oh, I just had this idiot. Let's see this.
And identity politics, Trump's vicious transgender ad in the closing week.
Hold on, see? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Clever, forgive me if I don't answer you because my eyesight is not that good, okay? Next week, I'll be showing off, I hope, if it goes well. I'm so happy Trump won and you voted. I voted for Trump. You know what I'm hoping is that, let me just, before I do that, I'm going to tell you what I'm hoping since you're here. Let me get your attention. The Republican Party had this opportunity. They did something that hasn't happened since LBJ. What's going on is they have created this cluster of multicultural, from working class people, from all ethnicities that voted together and voted not only Donald Trump, but they rewarded the Republican Party with the Senate and returned them to the House. Now, the GOP needs to take advantage of that opportunity and open the party to everybody, send a message and tell them, listen, we're on your side. All we want you to do is, because Hispanics are very, you see, I live in New York, and on Sunday, here. An eye break. I want to, yeah. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Don't worry about it. You could do whatever you want. You are my favorite person here. So if you live in New York City, and on Sunday, if you drive around, you will see double, triple parked cars in front of churches, Hispanics and blacks. Blacks are there's more black churches, I think there are white churches in the United States, in New York. They're very conservative. So what they're saying is when they watch the news and they see all this stuff going on, they're like, wow, what's going on? We didn't sign up for this. Nobody signed up for this. We didn't sign up for this. What's going on over here? That's why the Democratic Party failed, and they deserve to fail. All right, let's go and see what is going on. Where was I here? Okay.
Washington Post Matt Bai writes in part, I do think the prosecutions fed a narrative of Trump as a victim. I also think Democrats dug themselves.
Exactly. Prosecution. First of all those cases in New York City, they were frivolous. I said it even when I was not a favor of Trump. The real estate that he was overvaluing his everybody does. I used to own retail businesses. When I sold a business, I will lie. I will say, "Oh, it's worth this and that. It's making so and so." I will put some straight on the numbers to get a good deal. That's what they do in real estate. You have to oversell, and they want to punish them for that. And that lady, some 50 years ago, she got whatever. The people saw right through that. It was stupid. And now look,
Into a hole on cultural issues and identity politics. Trump's vicious transgender ad in the closing weeks, she's for they, them, he's for you, was probably the most effective of the cycle. I think that probably landed with a lot of traditionally Democratic voters who feel like the party is consumed with the cultural issues, while the economic issues don't really change. I think people needed a reason to feel good and hopeful about voting for her, and absent that, a lot of frustrated voters apparently decided to go with the guy who wants to burn it all down.
Let's dig a little deeper.
Why is all this burning?
Because you have that stacked on top of what happened on college campuses this fall, stacked on top of
clever everything. I have played 3 videos so far, and they all resort to college campuses because they don't want to say the word Gaza. This is what do you call that? Sometimes I forget these words, man. Gaslighting you. What they try to tell you is what happened was because of Gaza and the genocide, a lot of not only Muslim and Arab American, but people of faith and people who are human, not forget about it, were against the genocide. And when they saw that Biden was unable to do nothing, not even a ceasefire, and at the same time he was given more weapons and more money, it has nothing to do with the college students. I don't understand what the college students did. You lie in corporate media, you're a piece of garbage.
What's been happening on college campuses over the past 4 or 5 years? I have said this on the air, and every time I've said it, people said, oh, you're just saying that because you're a white conservative. No, I'm just saying it because every Democrat that we have ever sat down with dinner with over the past 5 years who have kids that go to colleges say their kids are afraid to speak in class because they'll be canceled. Let me say that again.
So, Joe Scarborough, whatever his name is, he's a grifter. He's a conservative who yells at the Republicans to get liberal viewership. So what Joe Scarborough is saying is that because of college issues and cancel culture inside universities, prevented 20 million people from going to the poll to vote for Kamala Harris. These people are still towing the lie. Why do you people lie? We see through you. We see you for what you are. You are nothing but puppets. The American people are not stupid no more. We voted for a guy who just boasts and lies all day, but we said, listen, we gotta trust you. At least you tell us what's on your mind. Trump will say anything. We're like, oh, at least he said it. But these people will get on TV every morning and pound the table, and they put Kamala Harris in a bubble thinking she's going to win with the Lincoln Project, and the same theme. These are talking points that was sent by the ADL. Now I have showed you like three segments or clips. They all have they told the same line. It's those goddamn college students for protesting against the genocide in Gaza that hurt the Democratic Party. It's not those dead children and dead women and people and dissipated babies, their heads cut off, and people burned alive on TV by Israeli bombs, they get free from us. No, that's not it. That's not it, guys. That's okay. We couldn't. White suburban women have an appetite to see children get killed, but they don't want to see nobody get up, protest in front of universities. What a disgusting. Do these people have no shame? That's why Joe Rogan, with Theo Vaughn, all these. I don't get my news from the news no more. I get it from the internet, from X. You understand? Who's going to get it from these lying hypocrites?
And they're all Democrats. Yeah. Everybody that we've had dinner with, if they have a kid in college, you go, "How the Red Sox going?" "Yeah, fine. Yeah." Sitting there eating. Beautiful day today, wasn't it? Yeah. My daughter at University of Virginia, she's afraid to raise her hand in class because if she says something that's politically incorrect, she will immediately be canceled. She'll be shunned from class. She'll be destroyed in social media by noon. So they just sit in class quiet. Now, if any of you...
So this is why the Democratic lost. This is the autopsy they're giving us. They're telling us because someone is afraid to raise their hand in class, the Democratic Party. You know what, Joe Scarborough? It is the Gaza. Just say it, man. Just say it. Say it and, set yourself free.
Camera, give me a camera to look at. Boom! Oh, look at that one. If any of you out there say, "Oh, that's just like a conservative, white, Southern guy," that's what you're losing.
Nobody's saying
that's what you're losing.
Nobody's saying that.
Because that's what I heard. And I didn't hear it from Republicans. I didn't hear it from Trumpers. I heard it from Democrats over the past 3 or 4 years. Their kids were afraid to talk in class and say something unpopular because they would be canceled. And it's an epidemic. Willie will tell you it happens in New York City schools. It happens in colleges. And all of this adds up to people going, come on, this is crazy. Yeah. And Mike, it's having an impact from, again, the trans ad to, the athletics. And by the way, as we've said on the show 1,000 times, Democrats should be smarter on the women's athletics thing. 85% of Americans oppose men transitioning after puberty and competing against women. And I'm not just saying this the day after the election. I've been saying this for years. This is not a hard call. You can show compassion and you can show grace. And as the Republican governor of Utah said, let's figure out a way to do this. But one way we don't do this is by allowing men who transition after puberty competing against young girls who have been working their entire lives to be as good as they can be, and then they get destroyed in the pool, on the track, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So, these are the talking points. I give them credit for talking about that the Democratic Party became the party of the he's and she's and the nouns and the we and the it and the binary, and we had to learn all these names, 77 pronouns. We don't need to know that. You understand? And he's telling the truth there, and they're all, I don't know, they got this, they've been all talking about it. So that means they got the green light to talk about it. But the Gaza thing is, instead of saying Gaza, the talking line is those college students who caused the Democratic Party to lose because they're scared to raise their hand in class. They're scared. Listen, I went to New York City public school. I used to get a beating once every 3, 4, 5 months. Well, I was not afraid to raise my hand in class. Come on, huh? Next clip. These are sisters at the View.
Now, and we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. Okay. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years.
This is all hysteria. It has nothing to do with anything. This is just fear-mongering, scaring Americans. All of a sudden, what is Donald Trump going to do? What is he going to do? He's going to put tanks in the street and kill everybody? What's wrong with these people? Don't they know we have a military that takes the oath to defend the Constitution from internal and external enemies? You understand? These people are amazingly crazy. We're not going to go with this time. We're not going to go what you did last time. Let this guy, let's see what he does, okay? We'll judge him as soon as he starts.
Ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. It's not going to be Jim Crow law, right? Again, I am profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States.
All right, there you go. These are the girls at the View, and just more fear mongering. Donald Trump is coming for you. Donald Trump is a fascist. Donald Trump is the new Hitler, the new Mussolini. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, and we have checks and balances, believe it or not. We have three branches of the government. Even if the Republican Party have all, they still need a majority in the Senate. They have 54 maybe seats, but they still need 60 to pass any important law. So they'll have to negotiate with the Democrat. Our system is so complicated on purpose and so sloppy on purpose by design. So do you think Donald Trump is going to go in the White House tomorrow and say, okay, get all the Arabs and put them on a boat and let... No. Why? I'm not scared. I'm not even... I'm an Arab. I rather... When people say, why did the Muslim community vote for Donald Trump and he had the Muslim ban? I'd rather have the ban than a genocide. I'd rather have a ban than a genocide. And when Donald Trump did the ban, he didn't ban nobody. Everybody, the legal people still came on legal visas. Everybody still came. Our system, right? Nobody didn't come. The only people who didn't come is who didn't need to, like tourism. Maybe they don't need to. They could go other countries and visit and take pictures. You see, the Democratic Party did not realize the sanctuary cities BS was not good, because when Texas started busing migrants to New York City by the hundreds and fill up all the streets, and they started to busing them to California, then they realized, even people in these neighborhoods, he wasn't here, Calabria, but I was saying the people are still surprised. Why are the Spanish voting for Donald Trump, 55% of men and 45% of, because they want a safe neighborhood. They don't want you. The issue here is not Hispanics. They don't want you to bring illegal aliens to come, gangs from El Salvador and Guatemala, and take over their neighborhood and scare their kids and their wives and their daughters. It's very simple. So our system is complicated by design, like you said. They don't know that. And people say, when I hear them on TV, these experts, they say, well, Donald Trump is going to become a fascist. He's going to say, maybe our democracy is over. No. Our democracy is safe. It will survive Donald Trump. It will survive other people after Donald Trump. The problem is that they don't realize that we have a military and we have law enforcement that take oaths to the... When they take oaths, they don't take oaths like other countries to a king or queen. We take oaths to defend the Constitution of the United States from foreign enemies and internal enemies. If somebody violates that Constitution, then the last say is to our military. But we still have three branches of government. Like I said, it's complicated, it's sloppy, it looks crazy, but it's like she said, like Clever said, it's by design. That's what it is. Let's go to our next clip, and I'm having a good day. This is our friend. Let me see, who's this?
There'll be things that happen.
This is the problem. This is Robert De Niro. I like his movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love his movies. I watch any movies in, but I think he's overdoing it. You could have a disgruntled against Trump. Me too. I voted for Donald Trump for a purpose, because I was against Joe Biden's genocide in Arabia and his domestic policies that has to do with families and things of that nature. But he, look what he say. Does that make any sense to you? That's why sometimes these people are making it hard for people to believe them. You understand?
Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable in him.
Watch.
And we have to, and whoever the people are who want to vote for him, and there look like intelligent people around there. Somebody, for some reason, it can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine. That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship, which is what he says. Let's believe him. Take him at his word.
I did from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I said from the very beginning, this guy is never going to concede power. And
if Donald Trump or any other president who loses the presidency does not leave the White House, they will send the marshals to pull any president who refuses, throw him right at the curb of the White House. Trust me. They will send it's so weird, huh? They will send anybody, they will send them, throw them right to the curb. They have to understand that, and I don't know why. Oh, he's not gonna leave. It's not up to Donald Trump or any other president to leave or not to leave. Huh? Yeah, he's being he's being an ass. I don't know. I love Robert. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love his movies. Because he talks like me. He talks like Donald Trump. Really, if you pay attention, the way we talk, New Yorkers talk. He talks like it. Sometimes Donald Trump sounds like from the movie Goodfellas when he talks. But the whole idea, this is out of hand. This is scaremongering. Oh, we're gonna get all of us.
he still hasn't.
No.
He still hasn't. He still hasn't admitted he lost the last election, and he advertises that he will go on. He says he's been cheated out of one term, so maybe we should get rid of a president only gets 2 terms thing.
All right, go to sleep, guys. I hate these people. These people are disgusting. Yeah, more liberal coping, more scare tacting, more. We know who Donald Trump is. He was president for 4 years. I mean, even if you disagree with him, you should give him an opportunity. Let's see. This time he has a mandate. Last time they said, oh, he's only president because his base, the red meat, the base, the mega people gave him the presidency. Oh, that's the only reason he's right now. Yeah, he got the popular vote. He won both 3 houses. He won every minority vote. He did everything that he was supposed to do. Give him a chance. Let's see how he does. And let's see what our next clip is.
About this on this set numerous times is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks. Yep. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough.
Guess what, Clever? They had these amendments to put abortion in the state constitution. People voted for abortion, like in Missouri and other red states, but they still voted for Donald Trump. You understand? So let me lower this thing. And they still voted for Donald Trump. So that means they know what they want. They knew they could tell the difference. They're not idiots. All right? Let's see. Let her go.
Enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing. Stop.
All right, there you go. I don't know, abortion. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not, as a personal issue. I'm not. I'm against abortion as a religious person, or my beliefs. If my wife ever gets pregnant, or people in my family, and I'm unable, and I have the power to change it, I would not let them have abortion. Now, abortion. The reason that Donald Trump was not heard by abortion like they did in the midterm is he was smart. He said, listen, I did it. We gave it to the state. Let the states decide. We're not going to force it in every state. And he's right. In that, and I said it when they overturned, I said, they just handed the Democrat a W. They didn't need to go there. It's already settled law. Then I say, okay, let every state decide for themselves. We have 50 states. If you want to have people have abortion in your state, you pass an amendment like they did in Kansas, which is red meat. They did in Iowa, which is red meat. They did in Missouri, which is red meat. And I think they did it. I don't know what other states they did, but they did it all. You know, sometimes I be pressing buttons and people voted. And what they did, it was so amazing. They voted for the amendments to insert abortion to their constitutions in red states, and they still voted for Donald Trump. It sounds contradicting, but it's not. They know some people, they're like, okay, if people want to kill their child or don't have an abortion, okay, that's their problem. But I'm going to vote for the person I want to vote for. That's all it is. What did you say? Right? Not all women agree with abortion. No, it's not abortion. You know, I find it weird. I mean, astonishing that 1 million abortions, 1.5 million abortions what happened in the United States a year. Now it's down to 600,000. It's probably more because they have that day after pill, because abortion is different now. Abortion is not abortion no more. Abortion was, you used to go to the Planned Parenthood, whatever it is, and you go into an office, the doctor does what he does. Now people just take a pill at home. Nobody even knows. So there is no, abortion is not what abortion was when Roe and Wade was enacted in 1973. So it's really, there is no, not all. Yeah, I agree with you, Clever. You're absolutely right. And, you know, we live in a constitutional country. And let's be honest, if that right is afforded to women, then we have no right to insert ourselves in women's life. If they want to do that, then they can. But what we can do as an estate is I believe, and I know this is going to sound weird, I believe that 12 weeks is enough. 12 weeks is enough. You can't wait until the child is 6 months. That's almost, he's there. He's only 3 months away. That's more than half his life inside your womb. That is okay. I mean, if you're going to have an abortion law, 12 weeks is good. It's still a fetus. You had 12 months? You had 90 days, so you could decide, you'll know. But anyway, it's up to them. And I think it's a personal, and every state should be able to just do whatever you want. The states should be able, listen, if New York State wants to have abortion, then let it have. If Florida doesn't want it, they don't want it. They voted, and I think it lost. The amendment of Florida, they were supposed to have a 60% threshold. They lost. They only got 57 to make abortion part of the Florida Constitution. It failed. Then the Florida, they didn't win. Better luck next time. The problem we're having is that states are given so much of their sovereignty to the federal government over the years that the federal government original role was just to control the border and collect tariff, like, when merchandise come in, and declare war and make treaties. That's all it was supposed to do. Now you find the federal government is in everything that the states do, and every time the states are losing their sovereignty to the federal government and are becoming dependent on this monetary help. and they a lot of states have surrendered their sovereignty to the federal government. People don't understand the makeup of our country. The United States has 50 states. Every state is a sovereign state. Sovereign. It has its own constitution as long as it doesn't violate the seal and the national constitution, which is the federal government of the United States. And they could make their own local laws. They could do whatever they want. We even have the National Guard. We have our own police force. The only thing that states are not allowed to do is they can't make treaties or control the borders of the United States. That's it. They could control their own border within the states. Can they? I don't think they can, but I'm not sure on that. But we should leave a lot of things to state rights. Do whatever you want. If people are in Indiana want to live the way they want to live, it's okay. If New York, because I'm in New York, I have no issue the way that there's a lot of laws, crazy laws in New York. But New York is very strange. New York is segregated. New York is segregated into enclaves, balkanized. You have the Italians and the Irish on one side, the Hispanics someplace. Everybody has their own place, and we all, live in our own little bubble. Let's see. All right. All right, this is yesterday in Chicago. I think when these people run out of things to do is, why are you demonstrating Donald Trump? Donald Trump won. People voted him in. He didn't take over the government. And why would you go out and demonstrate? If you disagree with Donald Trump, you should have had more votes than the people who voted for them. Case closed. These people came out, they protested, they were not as violent as okay. They came out, yelled a little bit until they got tired and went home. I just wanted to show you. That was yesterday in Chicago. All right, there you have it. Yesterday, people in Chicago came out and protested against some here in New York. The people that came out in New York, they were against the war in Gaza, but the people in Chicago came out against Donald Trump. Anyway, I think we had a good show. I have to go watch football tonight. I got Monday Night Football. Thursday Night Football on Amazon. I don't know who's playing tonight. I didn't even check. I'm a football freak. Anyway, I think we had a good show. We're gonna try to do a show every day at 6:30 or 6:35. If anybody out there wants to make extra bucks, I need a producer. I can't pay you a lot of money. I just need somebody to organize stories for me. And when I go on, they could go on with me and just, put them on for me as I go on. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Clever, for coming. Thank you for telling me the mic was not working. I was going on for hours and hours. And it's okay. I was automatically using the camera, the camera mic, right? All right, there we go. Anyway, guys, all right. Don't be afraid. Don't believe those women who cry on MSNBC. They were crying. McCarthy, that lady from Missouri who lost the Senate race, all of a sudden, I think she lives under the tables on MSNBC. There's nothing to be afraid of. This has been happening for the last 250 years. We've been having governments that go and come, different policies, different takes, but the United States will always remain there. The American people will always remain there. And we just got to pray for our country and pray for our people. And you know what? I'm going to say something. Let's pray for the president of the United States to do the right thing. I think we need to pray even for the government and the United States that they get us out of the wars in Ukraine, which is very, very dangerous and scary. You don't know. We're so close to a nuclear war that a lot of people don't even know. I guess it is what it is, right? Enjoy the show, guys. Did you enjoy it? I hope I'm getting better. Sometimes I eat the words. I don't pronounce the word right. But anyway, what happened to my outro? Look around. It's so silly. What happened to you? I had it right here. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Clara. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless the United States. God bless everyone. God bless those who want to be blessed. I love you all. And thank you for joining my channel. I hope you become part of this community and we'll build it together step by step. Bye-bye.
Yeah.